Good morning, beautiful. I love when her hair is wavy like this, y'all. I love it. She's got those natural waves. The only thing better than natural waves is those spiral curls that Sophie used to have before her hair got long and they grew out.
Yeah, she lost them. She had a lot of curls as a baby.
She did. She was cotton top too. I mean, her hair was so bright.
Now she's straight haired and Genesis got my wavy hair. She just
Yeah.
has to learn to work with it a little bit more.
That's right. Mama Dreams, it's been a busy couple days, hasn't it?
It's worked me to death.
I worked you to death.
Yes, it wasn't me, you.
I think it was a little bit of both of us worked each other to death.
I would have did nothing yesterday.
I kept trying to tell her to rest because she was hurting from Saturday, but
And guilt tripped me.
I'm
doing it all by myself.
I just said I enjoy working on the property. I'll go work on it alone while you rest.
No, it would have taken you 10 times longer to... You gave the hay to the cows, and me and the girls did all the watering.
All the watering.
Put all the water.
Y'all.
Pick the tomatoes.
Yes, I'm actually...
Sophie weed-eated.
I'm going to oven roast those tomatoes, y'all. Listen, it's been a while since we've done a coffee chat outdoors, so you'll just have to bear with us, and there will be some road traffic noise. We apologize. We live on a corner. When we bought this place, we were like, heck yeah, it's out in the country like we always like. Little did we know that our road connects two state highways, so even though the road's like 9-10 miles long, tons of through traffic, so just bear with us. But it's been a while since we've had a coffee chat on the deck, and this morning kind of feels like fall is in the air. It's a trick. It's gonna be 86 today with a heat index of 90 something, so it's a trick. But this morning is a cool one. There was a fog over the field. It was lovely.
You can't see it. Kind of cut that mess.
Mm-hmm.
We can see a little better.
Yeah.
Along the fence line.
We were starting to wonder what was going on because it's never been cut this late in the year, but he cut it in, instead of bush hogging it like he does, he cut it for hay, which I'm not really sure that you want a bunch of weedy hay, but it ain't my hay and I'm not buying it, so to each their own. Mama Dreams.
Right.
What was your favorite part of Lanesville Heritage Weekend?
Oh,
We got to go down there for the first time ever, y'all.
well, I put on my new Toms, and my new Toms have bumblebees on them. So I thought I was going to wear them out, but I got blisters on my heels as soon as we left. And I've worn them one other time before.
Yep.
So that's stank.
And somebody was being stubborn because I said, here, I'll give you my socks until we can find you some socks. Maybe one of these vendors has socks. And she didn't want to do it. She was being stubborn. I said, baby, you just going to make your feet worse. And then tomorrow, you ain't going to be no good to nobody because your feet are going to be hurting.
I worked my butt off yesterday.
She did not want to accept my socks. I think she
He
was
had
trying to...
tennis shoes on, so, and he's funny about his feet and sweating and shoes and socks.
I don't like to wear shoes without socks, but I was going to do it
Chase
for
will
her.
change his socks 3 times a day if his socks are not dry enough for him. But anyway, I wasn't going to take his socks. So
I
then,
think she thought my feet stunk. I don't know.
no. I wasn't going to take his socks. Sophie Lynn offered me her socks, but then she didn't like how her feet felt in her Hey Dudes. So then she was like, nah, sorry. So then we did find a vendor. So I looked ridiculous with my Toms on. They were ankle socks, but it still looked ridiculous.
They were tall ankle socks. They weren't the no-show socks.
No. So I looked ridiculous walking around.
But I bet your heel felt a lot better.
It did feel a little bit better. I just felt ridiculous. But my favorite part, I got 2 new shirts from one of the vendors.
Her favorite part was buying stuff.
I guess so. I didn't spend a lot of money. I just got 2 shirts. And I enjoyed watching the pools. That's the first time I'd ever been to a tractor pool. I wasn't really sure what it was and what it meant. There were some really interesting trucks. We missed the tractors.
I was sad about missing the tractors because they had some hopped up, like, wow, tractors there.
His fault. He didn't want to go sit first and then leave and go, like, eat and walk around. He wanted to do all that first. So his fault. But, it was late. And I didn't realize how late those things ran. Genesis, rode with her boyfriend, and she got home really late, like almost 4. And mind you, it's an hour drive too, but
Yep.
it was really late. We did not stay that long. We are not party animals. I could never stay up that late.
I'll tell you all day long, I'm an early riser, and I try to get to bed. I call it early, but it's usually 10, 11 at night.
Then we're up by 7:30.
On the weekends, she pushes to sleep that late, so I'll let her sleep, and I'll go. Sorry about that, y'all. The battery died. What in the world? Anyhow, so I'm normally up 5 o'clock, don't matter how late I sleep. Or how late I go to bed, I should say. Yeah, tired. But, I'm normally up real early. I just piddle around, let her do stuff, let her sleep while I'm piddling around.
Or he lays there and just watches me like a husband.
Girl. Oh, Lordy. Anyhow, baby, what was your favorite part of... Oh, sorry.
Bloopers.
Oh, man. What was your favorite part of the produce auction?
I liked it all.
Yes.
I enjoyed it very much. Came home with some great things. But I think we agreed that it was the fish fry.
The fish fry. Absolutely. Terry, your auction's great, but I'm going to tell you what, y'all. If she posts that she's having a fish fry, even if I don't want to go up there and buy anything from the auction because I don't need it at that time, I'm going to try my best to get up there for the fish fry. It was so good. That cheese sauce they make. It's like candy, y'all. It was so good. It was like addictive. I had to go back for seconds.
He did. And he kept talking about it and talking about it.
It was just like the perfect blend of milk, butter, and cheese. Like, it was just perfect.
And Amish noodles.
Yes, over Amish noodles. It was like their... I'm sorry.
We love Amish noodles.
Yeah, but it was like their version of mac and cheese, but it was amazing.
Yep.
And the dessert, oh my goodness.
They had so many to choose from. Like, it was really hard to choose one. I went with the apple pie, and he had a peach parfait.
Yep.
It was great. We had a good time. It was just you and I, so it was like a little quick date night for us, and we had a good time.
Had a blast, y'all. Had a blast. But while we were up there,
another idea for the...
I talked to Terry. I've been growing Indian corn, glass corn, and bloody butcher corn. Didn't grow any this year, but I've been growing this stuff, okay? So, they sell the stuff at their fall auctions. During their mum days, during their pumpkin days, because obviously people like to decorate with it, right?
Yep.
So, I told her, next year I'm going to plant it, and I'll have you some ready. So that's one thing we're going to be doing. Another thing we're going to be doing, I bought a really cool bench from them. I thought the bench looked awesome. Where is she? Oh, there's a chicken. Good thing that chicken's outside the fence because the Rottweilers are not chicken friendly.
I don't know why she's all the way up there. But
yeah.
anyhow.
Anyhow.
On top of
So, yeah, squirrel. So, I bought a really cool bench from them, and I bought it to be my template because I'm going to start making benches. She wants to start making some crafts. She's talked about us possibly being vendors next year. You know, obviously, if you're a vendor, you know you've got to build up your inventory, so it takes months of prep work before you can even start trying to be a vendor, right? But one thing I always told Mama Dreams, if I ever get to retire, what is something I wanted to do?
He wants to make rustic furniture.
I've always wanted to make rustic furniture. Sophie and I have made a few pieces. It was a lot of fun. To me, it's just very relaxing. And when it's rustic, you can't really go wrong because it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to start doing that. We're going to start making some of that stuff. So be on the lookout for that. It probably won't be until after the barn build that I start making some. But if you want to be one of the folks to get some of the first pieces of Chasing Dreams Homestead's rustic furniture, let us know. Let us know. Shameless plug there, y'all. Barn build, y'all. Sorry, I'm just all over the place like a ping pong ball this morning. So for the barn build, it's November 9th. We are super excited to be able to do that. We are excited to be able to do a community project to host something. We've never been able to host anything at this property. Why, bud? Why?
Our driveway is really complicating. It's on a hill and just not enough. Like, we barely can park in here.
Yeah, we can't even get all of our own vehicles here. We've been parking at the old store for years, and thankfully Mark and Shorty were perfectly okay with that because they kept vagrants from bothering the store. But Anyhow, so we've never been able to do that here because we've just not had the space to host one. With that raw land, we're able to do that, and we're very excited to do that.
Mm-hmm. So we need to know kind of a little bit of a head count of who may be coming, so we can make sure we're prepped well enough for it. You know, food wise, and if we're gonna have enough people to help with this. Just a lot's gonna go into it, so gotta get ahead of it, and we only have 2 months.
Yeah.
Not even 2 months.
Not even.
We're already in the middle of September.
Absolutely. The goal is to build a equipment shed type, running shed type deal. Obviously, we'll get the materials together. We'll all get together. We'll put our brains together and come up with a game plan that day, and just see what folks think. I'm hoping we have some real deal contractors and builders show up that have a lot more experience at building stuff than I do, because I wing it and it works, but I know you guys could probably do it better. But we're also going to have some folks that are coming out that have said they're coming out that have no experience building whatsoever, and they just want to be part of it and they want to learn. We love that. That's awesome. That's how you learn. You get out there and you get hands on. And then we're also going to have some older folks who said, I can't really help with the manual labor or any of that stuff, but I'll tend to the food. I just want to hang out. Is that okay? Absolutely. Come on out. We're looking forward to everyone just getting a chance to spend the day together. If we don't get the barn built, it's okay. I'm sure we'll get a big dent knocked out of it, you know. But the point is, we're excited to host a community building day. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, bear in mind, y'all, it's primitive. We don't have, you know, bathrooms or any of that. We're going to work very, very hard on getting the outhouse built before then. If we don't have it built before then, I'll order a porta-john.
Yeah.
The other thing we've got to do, we've got to get some gravel in to make a parking pad, because as of right now, we've only got that one really long driveway going down, and we really don't have a parking pad. We don't even have a cul-de-sac. I told her that's something we've got to kind of get put in once we get the water line in, which we plan to start on today after work. But once
I would not.
You're not helping with the water line?
I would not.
Oh, I thought you were.
I have a volleyball match to go to tonight.
Yeah, but I thought you were going to help me until then.
I don't know.
Oh, well, plans change.
Might not be today.
Wow.
You got me Tuesday and Thursday and Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Plans change.
But probably not today, and probably not.
That's the first I heard of this, because
Wednesday.
I thought we were going to be over there working on it together after work.
No, I've got to get going.
Okay.
So I'm not late. Genesis actually plays today. It's C team.
All right, then.
And it's away.
Yay.
So you can be in there digging.
Awesome. Anyhow, so we're going to get the water line ran, and then I'm going to cover that back up, and then we'll put a cul-de-sac in that area. But another thing that we're really excited about beyond this barn build is we're starting to dip our toes into creating a nursery.
I am nervous about this venture, but also excited. I'm not gonna lie, we are the worst at kind of making the time we're remembering to do our watering. I know we're gonna obviously have a water system once we get a little more in this direction, but I'm excited because it's kind of during the warmer months. Like, I don't want to be outside, obviously. I'm not a taking care of plants person in the cold. But our trees that we got from, where did we get all those trees?
The state nursery.
Okay, so the trees that we got from the state nursery are still doing great over there in their pots. Yep. They need to go in the ground.
Yeah, we potted those up because we didn't have time to plant them before it got too hot. And we knew where we were going to plant them, we were not going to be able to water them easily. So we potted those up so that we could water them until fall. We will be planting those this fall. I do believe, as far as the nursery goes, tree sales will primarily be a year from next spring, because we want to start with smaller trees and then pot them up for you guys. Obviously, it's very expensive to get started in any kind of business, but nurseries, you've got to order a ton of product, and that gets costly. So for us, in order to be able to do it, we're going to have to order saplings and grow them and pot them up. So we need to grow them for at least a year before they'll be big enough for you guys to want to buy them.
Yeah.
But that's something we're pretty excited about. We've just got a lot of different pokers in the fire, y'all.
That could be a good thing and a bad thing.
Yeah. Keeps us busy, keeps us out of trouble. I think it's a good thing.
Chase keeps us busy.
Yeah. Idle hands are the devil's playground.
I guess.
But it's been a long time since we did one of these coffee chats on the deck. We wanted to do one for you guys on the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're going to try to do one of these once a week for you guys. We're going to try. We get real busy. Sometimes we might not be able to do a weekly one, but we're going to try. And we may do a once a month live. That was a lot of fun. It's been a while since we did one. It's been several months actually since we did a live, but that was a lot of fun. So if you guys have any kind of questions you want us to answer in upcoming coffee chats or whenever we get around to doing that live, please let us know. We'll answer them. What else, babe?
That's it.
That's it, she says, y'all.
That's everything in a nutshell right now that we've got going on, and
yeah,
what to look forward to. And
tell them about the Homesteaders Hoedown. Homesteaders Hoedown, y'all. Be there, be square. November 2nd, Scottsburg at the Woodman's Lodge. Come on out, have a blast. Listen, I'm gonna tell you that in the past when we've planned events, we've never really wanted to be super class heavy laden like other conferences, but we've still had pretty strict itineraries and, you know, class, but we've only tried to do one class at a time so people didn't have to split up. Problem we've seen from those is that people didn't get a long enough time to talk. The presenters, that people had a lot of questions, okay? Because they had to get to the next class. So what we're doing for this event is we're only having like 3 or 4 presentations.
It's very laid back.
Very, very laid back. And we're letting the presenters talk almost as long as they want to talk. You know, obviously, we've got to get 3 or 4 in throughout the day. But they're going to have several hours to talk to you guys. If you have good questions, they'll be able to keep talking. It won't be like, oh, you got to move on. We're going to have lots of fun for the kids. And food. We're going to have that lunch. We're going to have a pitch-in at the end. And as far as the kids go, we always do a lot of kids activities because we've got kids. We don't want our kids to be bored. We don't want your kids to be bored. So we try to do tons of stuff for the kids. We'll have all the normal stuff that we have out there for the kids. What is it? The battle ropes, the tractor tire pull, all kinds of stuff. I think Denisha's dad's going to bring his tractor and do hay rides again. I'll have to reach out to her and confirm. But that was a lot of fun at the summer event. And he's also talked about showing kids how to maintenance a tractor. That's really cool. We got Karen Lynn Burr coming out. She's doing winter wellness folk medicine to wrap up the event. I told her, I was like, Karen, you have 2-3 hours, whatever you want. So that's going to be really cool. And y'all, if you've ever listened to Karen before, I'm telling you right now, you could listen to her for years.
You get enchanted.
Yeah, you do. And still not learn everything this lady knows. She is just, blows your mind. We're going to have Brett come out and talk about bees. So if you're interested in talking about bees and learning about bees, he's going to be able to talk to you. And he's a really good person to get to know as far as in the beekeeper community. We're going to have Leslie come out and do her seed craft. It's like she mixes rabbit manure and
don't
seeds.
give it away.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
If they want to come find out what it is, come out November 2nd.
Yeah. We're going to have lots of good stuff, guys. I didn't list everything. We'll put out an actual promotional video for that here shortly. But we're going to have lots of good stuff. So come on out. It's a chance to hang out with the community offline. You know, we all interact online, but it's just as important, if not more important, in my book, for us to interact offline too. So we hope to see you there.
Yes.
But that'll be it for this coffee chat, y'all. We hope you enjoyed it. And as always, till next time.
Keep dreaming.
Make sure to hit that like button if you like what we're doing.
And subscribe.
And check out our Facebook group.
That's right, y'all. As always, till next time.
Keep